Hi everyone, welcome to Miss Finnemore's art class.
So today we're doing the wax resist technique again, and we're going to be doing something like the picture on the right, ink outlines, to create a picture inspired by Bronwyn Bancroft's illustrations in the book Big Rain Coming by Katrina Germain. So as you probably remember, in Big Rain Coming, there are lots of pictures of the weather and the sun, the clouds, with different expressions showing what the weather is like. So that's what we're doing here in this picture. I've drawn a big sun, and I've made sure to draw my line at the bottom to show where the ground is. I'm drawing some big trees. I've done one that looks a bit closer, one that looks a bit further away by making it smaller, and also another one that looks even closer to try and make it look like a bit more like real life. Like some things are further away, some things are closer, and their size has changed because of that. Now I'm drawing in my face and my expression on the sun. When I think of sunshine and warm weather, I think it's quite happy. So I've drawn a big smiley face on my sun. I also noticed that Bronwyn Bancroft uses a lot of bold shapes and spots, so I've tried to do that in my artwork too. Now here where I'm doing the leaves, can you notice that I've left a little bit of a line around the branches before the leaves are? So can you see now it's like a little blue whitish line in between the branches and the leaves. I've done that so when we put our wash over the top, it will go in those gaps and make bold outlines. So wherever you don't put the oil pastel, that's where your other colour, the wash colour, is going to go. So if you fill in lots of areas with a lot of oil pastel, there's not going to be much of the black wash that we put over the top. If you leave gaps or do things a little bit lighter, there's going to be more of the black outline. So now I'm going on to the bottom of the drawing where I'm doing my version of the rainbow serpent. So I'm using some of the similar colours and similar shapes to what Bronwyn Bancroft uses. And I've tried to do a lot of repetition like she does, so repeating the same shapes and patterns all the way through. And all the shapes are kind of circular and rounded because the snake is very round with curved lines instead of very straight lines. So now all the drawing is finished and the crayon, and we're ready to do the black wash over the top. So to get the bold black outlines like Bronwyn Bancroft uses in her illustrations, we're going to be using a black watercolour to make a wash over the top. As you can see where the rainbow serpent is, I've left a lot of space for the black watercolour to come through. This will really make all the bright colours really pop and stand out. At the top you can see, remember I showed you how I just made a small area where I didn't put much oil pastel, so that would be an outline around the different shapes. I also found that I really needed to be careful there because if I put a lot of black watercolour right over the sky, it made it too dark. So I just decided to start putting the black watercolour in the little gaps where I wanted it to show through. So you can try that with yours as well. Also, can you notice that I'm using a bit of tissue, a bit of paper to blot and take away some of the excess ink. And here's the final product.